These are the matchups we live for, a battle between conference rivals.
Absolutely. There's some extra motivation behind this one, so I'm expecting to see the energy and intensity ramp up.
And this game not only means more to the players, it means more to the fans. This building is going to be loud.
Now here's Sheldon. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Cardoso. Diggins. The shot from 20 feet, and she hits the jump shot.
She was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Now Johannes. Now Jones. Fades away. Good. First shot, first basket. Here's Diggins. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Left side, Sheldon. Pass to Cardoso. Diggins. The 3-ball. Her second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Coach has to be furious. Obviously, a defensive lapse there. She is automatic from deep. If you leave her wide open, big mistake.
Now here's Jones. Stewart inside, working on Stevens. Puts it up from 7, and off the glass. That one's good.
The incredible focus Stewart has. Even when the D gets physical, she stays with the play.
Here's Diggins. He has 5. Cardoso with it. To the right side. The tray. Diggins. And a basket by Cardoso.
He got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
Here in the first with just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Three-pointer, Brianna Stewart. Cloud pulls it in.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Looked good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
One place this Chicago team needs to improve is their three-point shooting.
Well, the Sky were last in the WNBA in threes made per game at just about 5. They also took the least amount of triples, so I would say that's a point of emphasis for this team.
Pass to Diggins. There's the triple. The rebound by the Liberty.
Just like me, 9 times out of 10, she's going to bury the 3 when she's left all alone like that.
Takes the 3. The shot comes out. Chicago leading. Now here's Cloud. Pass to Diggins. Stevens, defended by Stewart. Shoots from 12. The shot by Stevens, no good.
Being that close to the hoop, I thought she had enough room to nail that one.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first. New York, no good that time either. Here's Diggins. Loud outside. No good from outside. Now here's Jones. Johannes, defended by Sheldon. Picked by Jones to stop the drought. It's Cardoso with the rebound. Here's Diggins. She's got 5. Fires from deep. Chicago again missing. New York trailing here. Pass to Stewart. Phoebish. Down low. And that one's good. Jones.
You can tell Jones knows when it's time to dominate. Go inside and take charge of the paint.
Sheldon outside. Cloud. Fades back. Stevens with the bucket, getting it done inside.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
Natasha Cloud dropping dimes.
Pass to Stewart. Over Stevens. Stewart misses. Here's Diggins. To the paint. For three. A rebound by Brianna Stewart.
You know, she keeps jacking up those threes without much to show for it. She's going to lose the green light very early in this game if this keeps up.
Now here is Stewart. Jonquel Jones with the three. And she's good on the three ball. And that'll tie this game up. Here's Diggins. She has 5. Fires the three. There it is, her third basket. She's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Turning into a three-point contest.
Here's Johannes. Here's Stewart. Good on the baseline J.
The mid-range jumper, something I love to see. Stewart's game is multifaceted, and I'm really not surprised to see her knock that one down.
On the wing, Natasha Cloud. Pass to Stevens. Sheldon. Here's Diggins. No good on the triple. And the Liberty with possession here. They trail by 1.
Hey, every team wants length and shooting. Brianna Stewart brings you both.
And both at an elite level defense as well. I mean, Stewart's 6'4", one of the best shot blockers on one end. And offensively, she's more than capable of a 50-40-90 season.
And it's the sky ball. Here's Diggins. She's got 8. Cloud outside. Pass to Sheldon. Lets it go from deep. Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
You can't leave somebody open on Natasha Cloud's team, because when you do, she's going to make sure they get the rock.
And here is Stewart. Jones left side. Drops in the layup for 2.
The plan worked perfectly that possession. Get it inside, get the high percentage shot.
Here's Diggins. Sheldon outside. Pass to Cardoso. Diggins takes the 3. Johannes with the rebound. Bebish. Now Jones, defended by Sheldon. The 11-footer, again, the Liberty, good for 2.
And I think Jones's versatility as a scorer is what makes her just so dangerous. And it's also what allows her to take over like this.
Here's Diggins. Sheldon outside. Pass to Cardoso. Diggins. Back to Cardoso.
That's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to do it.
Here's Bebish. And here's Johannes. Pass to Stewart. Beyond the arc. Out of bounds. Liberty ball as New York keeps possession.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Gardner. Pass to Sue. Good. First shot, first basket.
Plays the guard position so well. Rebecca Gardner with a crisp dish that time.
Here's Taylor. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Sabrina Ionescu. 6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Lainey Hamilton. She's covered closely.
Well, it wasn't a block officially, but it might as well been. She really affected that shot.
Yeah, it was clearly her defense that threw her off there.
And here is Zhu. Pass to Gardner. The three. Not going to go that time. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Liberty up 2. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. A close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And taking a look at the Liberty performance here. Guys, what are your thoughts?
Not much room to operate on this one. A very tough D through 1.
No, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
Ionescu misses.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Back in 2020, the Liberty won the draft lottery and took Sabrina Ionescu with the first pick. Good decision.
Oh, a great decision. I mean, she has changed this franchise. An all-WNBA selection multiple times. New York has made the playoffs every year Sabrina's been healthy. And she was a big reason the Liberty won their first title ever in 2024.
Now here's Gardner. Wyatt so far offensively searching for her first points of the game. Pass to Banham. Taylor, she's covered by Gardner. Here's the three, and again, it's Chicago with a three.
She might not be the top sharpshooter in this league, but that's not a shot that D can afford to give to her.
Ionescu outside. Another miss by Sabrina Ionescu. Chicago leading. Pass to Taylor. Stevens the screen. Misses the three. And so it's New York with it. Ionescu outside. Launches a three. Another miss by Sabrina Ionescu. Here's Chicago now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
Now over a decade in the league, Elizabeth Williams is so steady.
A 6'3 center, Williams is a pure 5. Doesn't take threes, an elite rebounder and defender. These coaches love having her on their side.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
On a league loaded with shooters, does one stand out to you as the best?
That's a hard question to answer, but I really like the lefty, Kelsey Mitchell. Just about 40% for her career on major volume from beyond the arc.
Well, I think I'm going to have to go with Marina Mabry. You know, she takes a ton of threes, but despite the high volume, she still shoots it at a high clip.
And so she makes both from the line. And so it's New York with it. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. There's Jonquel Jones with the three. Rebound Chicago.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Here's Taylor. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Clock at 6. For 3. Good on the three-point shot.
Defense was pretty much non-existent there. Can't leave such a good shooter open like that. Come on.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
And the Liberty call time here.
Liberty making a change here. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
Phoebish.
She's covered by Cloud. To the inside. Right side, Stewart. To stop the run. The basket drops, and she gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up for her.
I tell you, plays like that really show you why Stewart is regarded as one of the most lethal scorers in the league. She is tenacious.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Cloud outside. To the middle. Stevens. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, this is what you get with Stevens, right? A go-getter who wants to make an impact.
Now Phoebish. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Castellini Hamilton.
Stewart. Left side, Sabali. Just 4 to shoot.
Here's Laney Hamilton.
Another shot. And Jones lays it up and in.
Takes great angles when crashing the glass. Jones has mastered the art of rebounding.
Pass to Diggins.
From the arc. And the 3 ball is good.
That's terrific use of the bounce pass.
Here's Phoebish.
Now here's Sabali.
And here's Phoebish.
Back to Sabali. Outside Stewart. From outside the arc. In the hoop for her 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Sometimes you see players get a little bit hesitant to take that outside shot, but not Stewart. She works hard to maintain her range.
Back to Cloud.
Diggins.
And that comes off the assist by Natasha Cloud.
Just on fire from beyond the arc.
Seems like just about all her points are coming from deep.
Castellini Hamilton.
Screen by Stewart. Launches it.
Laney Hamilton.
The second chance effort. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. And she'll shoot one more at the line. And the Liberty making a change here.
One shot.
Look at the move by Jonquel Jones to New York. She traded individual glory for team success.
Yeah, her numbers down from that 2021 MVP season in Connecticut. Jones has made personal sacrifices, and she's been rewarded with back-to-back trips to the finals and, of course, a title in 2024.
Timeout called the Sky.
Here's Diggins.
14 points for her. Natasha Cloud from outside. It's good. She scores. That's her first basket after missing her first 2 attempts. 1 for 3. The Liberty trail.
Pass to Johannes.
Now here is Stewart. She's guarded by Stevens. Stewart misses.
Great defense right there to prevent one of the best finishers in the league from converting in close.
Here's Diggins. Back to Sheldon.
And here's Cloud. Here's Stevens. And that comes off the assist by Natasha Cloud.
There's a versatility to Stevens' jump shot that you don't ordinarily see in players her size.
Goes outside.
Thiebish.
Jacks up a three.
It's Cardoso with the rebound. Pass to Diggins.
Cloud outside. Here's Stevens. From down in the low post, it goes.
And I like the energy Stevens showed right there, refusing to quit on the offensive glass.
Shot to stop the run. Drills it from outside.
No matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to cut it.
Here's Sheldon.
Outside Stevens. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Loves to grow and improve. Stevens is always looking to add another wrinkle to her game, and that catch and shoot's pretty deadly.
Here's Thiebish.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her.
Good call there. Her feet still moving when she set the screen.
And she sort of lowered her shoulder into her too, a move you perfected actually, but they were going to get her there one way or the other.
Cloud outside. Pass to Williams.
Here's Diggins.
The three. He can't get that one.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
And she banks in the layup.
Oh, you're not going to pass up that type of look.
A challenging stretch for New York here. Outside Sabali. And again, it's the Liberty missing.
It's very dangerous to leave her open like that. Lucky break to the D that she missed it.
Here's Diggins.
16 points for her. Back to Cloud. Just 5 on the clock. From past the arc. No good on that shot.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, she seems determined to continue hoisting up these threes. But I think it's time to maybe take a step in.
Back to Stewart. That shot off.
But he got away with a major lapse there.
Cloud with it.
Pass to Diggins. Cardoso.
Guarded by Sabali. Inside.
And the basket by Diggins.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
Here's Johannes.
No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Here's Diggins.
She's got 18.
On the wing, J.C. Sheldon.
Five on the clock. Cloud outside.
They get it back.
From deep.
Sheldon outside.
And there's the pick.
Pass to Diggins.
Puts up a three. New York with the rebound. Now here's Sabali. Here's Johannes.
What a play! She frames it at the buzzer. She ends the quarter with a money three as the buzzer sounds.
36.
There, and the timing couldn't have been better.
You just can't end a quarter better than that.
And so that brings the first half to a close. It's the Sky. They lead by 14. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes. Now Stewart. Screen by Stewart. Jones outside. 5 to shoot.
Pass to Phoebish.
Lets it go. Here's Stewart. Stevens grabs the board.
Now here's Sheldon. Stevens. Here's Diggins.
Cloud outside. The rebound by the Liberty. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. And a foul called on the shot. Got it on the way up that time, so she'll shoot two.
A familiar face rejoining the sky, point guard Courtney Vandersloot.
The league's all-time leader in assists per game. Vandersloot spent her first 12 seasons in Chicago, spent the last 2 years in New York, winning the title in 2024. She's back in the Windy City, running the show this year.
The first one falls.
Another great draft class this season. Tim, any thoughts on these rookies?
Yeah, I really like them. It's a great group. They have so much skill. But one thing I'll say, just to keep in mind for everybody, let's give them a couple of seasons before we rush to major judgments.
Well, I agree with you, Tim. And how's that for a change? But seriously, we've seen players struggle as rookies and then turn into stars. So really, it just takes time to become a great WNBA player.
Here's Diggins.
She's got 18. The three is up. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down. On offense, here the Liberty. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Pass to Phoebish.
And here's Johannes. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Now here's Cloud. To the inside. It's stolen by Jonquel Jones. Here's Stewart. She's guarded by Stevens. Stewart with the ball, working on Stevens. Good for basket number 6 for her in this contest. She's shooting 6 for 12.
Another high-scoring night for Stewart. Between her skills and really her mentality, it was like she was engineered to get buckets in this league.
Now here's Sheldon.
Stevens in the post, defended by Stewart. Count that one as her 7th make in 8 attempts. That's a scorching 86%. And we're well into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
I'll bet you haven't seen too many rebounding efforts like this.
It takes an extraordinary combination of talent
and desire to put in the kind of performance she has today.
She gets that one.
All the hard work paying off for Jones, making a complicated dribble move look easy.
Now a timeout called by Chicago.
Guard it.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter.
Pass to Diggins. Sheldon outside.
Shoots the three. And Jones pulls it down.
Here's Johannes.
Now Stewart. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone now.
Stewart's presence down low stems from her skills and finesse. She's something to watch and something to admire.
Stevens, defended by Stewart. Stevens in the post. Stewart's there. Stevens, that's good.
Well, she shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. You know, like we say, she's been making music all day long.
Here's Johannes.
Lets the three fly. Cloud pulls it in. And so is Chicago with it.
Well, it's hard to believe, but Natasha Cloud has been in the league for a decade. Really impressive.
Especially when you consider she was a second-round pick. Cloud is an elite defensive guard, great at the point of attack, and she runs such a good offense as well.
Pass to Phoebish.
And here's Stewart. She's guarded by Stevens. The fader. Chicago with the rebound.
Here's Diggins.
She's got 18. Cloud right side. Let's go with a three. Nailed from three-point land.
And this is big for Natasha Cloud's confidence because when she's hitting from downtown, it helps her get into a rhythm offensively.
Down low. Here's Jones. Gets number 9 to fall, and she's only taken 10 shots.
Really, she's been a bright spot for them. She's had a very efficient offensive performance.
Yeah, who knows how much bigger the lead would be if it wasn't for her shooting.
There's a screen by Cloud. Pass to Stevens. Fades. And another basket for Chicago.
And once Stevens finds her rhythm, she stays aggressive, which is a nightmare for opponents.
To the paint. Here's Jones. In. And her hot hand continues. 10 for 11 from the floor and looking for some more.
Pass to Diggins.
Three-pointer.
That one's good, and it's J.C. Sheldon with the dime.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
And here's Phoebish.
Stewart. She's guarded by Stevens. From 11 feet away. Stewart with the bucket.
It's been an extremely efficient, productive game for her, but really, she can't do it all herself.
Here's Diggins.
21 points in the game. The three-pointer off the mark.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide-open opportunities.
And the shot goes in.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
Here's Sheldon. Pass to Diggins.
This one for three. And Jones pulls it down.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
And the shot is good.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead her to the rim with a pass like that.
Stewart cans it from downtown.
It's over when Stewart can catch and shoot. With her pure J, that's just too easy.
On the wing, Natasha Cloud.
Out to the wing. 4 on the shot clock.
The shot by Diggins, no good.
Wow, man, this quarter has been ugly for her.
And it's not showing signs of turning around anytime soon. Her touch is all but gone.
Pass to Stewart. All sorts of time. And it's New York with another.
Well, we know about Stewart's game down low, but don't sleep on her jumper. She's a shooter who prides herself on efficiency.
Here's Diggins. On the wing, Natasha Cloud.
Here's Stevens. Outside for Cloud. There's the 3. Rebound, New York.
And here's Phoebish.
Looking for her first basket still in this one. To the middle. Here's Johannes. And she drops in the layup off glass.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Here's Diggins.
She's got 21.
On the wing, J.C. Sheldon.
Outside, Stevens.
Diggins.
And she can't stop the run as that misses.
Pass to Johannes.
3-pointer. Stevens grabs the board. Chicago in the lead. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Count that bucket.
Crazy. Just so crafty from the foul line down. Cloud makes up for a lack of size with savvy.
Inside. Here's Stewart. And that one goes in as she's fouled. It'll be 3 points if she can convert the free throw.
At the line for the Brianna Stewart. 1 shot.
One shot.
Watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Sky leading by 6. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. 4th quarter right ahead and what'll be a very well-contested game. Here's Banham, covered by Ionescu. Outside, Stevens. Pass to Taylor. Back to Stevens. Now Banham. Knocks down the 3 ball.
That shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Left side, Sabali. Down low, Jones. Makes it off the glass.
Well, she's been a bright spot in what has otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Pass to Taylor. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. And here's Banham. There's a screen by Stevens. Banham, no good. New York trailing here. Here's Sabali. Banked in off the glass.
Using her length to find her shot inside. Sabali is a real threat on the interior.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Pass to Stevens. Here's Taylor. Shoots over Gardner. Hits the front of the rim and out. Jones outside. To the inside. And she converts the layup.
This play's so tough inside. Ionescu will not back down.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Here's Stevens. Sinks the triple.
They came out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light. Well, the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs there.
Something you struggled with in your career, Tim, but definitely saved the layup with that foul. She's going to have to earn him at the line.
And she can't get the first one.
Well, quite simply, one of the toughest assignments in the W. Satou Sabali, she blends forward size at 6'4" with her guard-like skills, and it's really difficult to match up with.
And no good on the second free throw. She goes 0 of 2.
And when you watch Azurá Stevens, what is it that stands out to you?
Well, she's 6'6" to start and excellent at blocking shots, but she's also a very good three-point shooter. So with that length, shooting, and rim protection, Stevens kind of gives you a little bit of everything.
Pass to Taylor. The three-pointer off the mark. Outside Stewart. Sabali. And a great assist by Brianna Stewart as that one goes in.
Throwing her weight around down low, Satou Sabali.
Here's Taylor. The shot from 20 feet. Yes, right through the net.
Well, tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what's happening here.
You nailed it. And as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Now here's Gardner. Pass to Stewart from downtown. Stevens grabs the board.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. You've got to go right back to that shot.
Here's Diggins.
Here's Taylor. And it's off from three-point range. It's stolen by Elizabeth Williams. Stevens in the post. Guarded by Sabali. And she'll shoot free throws. Clearly fouled on the shot that time. The whistle blows.
A very difficult matchup. Williams is 6'3" with elite athleticism. Can cause opponents to foul.
Williams, 2 shots.
And she makes the first. So both teams making some changes here. No good on the second free throw. Pass to Jones. Phoebish. She's guarded by Stevens. Puts up a three.
Bebish shot is off.
Chicago leading.
Here's Diggins. After missing the 2023 season on maternity leave, it's great to have Skylar Diggins back in action.
No doubt. One of the most dynamic guards the league has ever seen. Diggins didn't miss a beat, averaging 15 points and 6 assists last year. Into her mid-30s, she's still got it.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
Pass to Bebish.
Stewart. And stolen by Azare Stevens.
Now Cardoso.
Guarded by Jones. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look.
Timeout called the Liberty. Here's New York now. 11-point game.
Pass to Bebish.
And here's Johannes. Jones.
Covered by Cardoso.
They need this. That one, good for two.
She is setting this place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
Here's Diggins.
Outside for Cloud. Shot clock at 5. Offline with the 3. To the paint. Rejected by Azare Stevens.
Because of Stevens' competitive drive, she doesn't want to allow any easy buckets.
Down low. Here's Cardoso. Good.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Pass to Bebish.
Stewart. Over Stevens.
It's Cardoso with the rebound. Here's Diggins.
Cloud outside. There's a screen by Stevens. Shoots the 3. And that comes off the assist by Natasha Cloud.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous, really, for them from three-point range.
Yeah, a ton of their points coming from long range here. What a barrage.
And what a time to hit the threes.
Pass to Bebish.
To the middle. Jones.
Covered by Cardoso. It's Cardoso with the rebound.
You know, typically she has the touch to finish when she's in that tight. Not sure what happened there.
Here's Diggins.
To the inside. From down low. And there's a call on Stevens. That will get her 4th foul of the game.
And we've had this new playoff format for a few years now. How are you guys liking it?
I love it. I think it's great. You know, the 1-8 team bracket, I think that's great. We really get to see the best 2 teams in the final. It doesn't matter if they're in the East or the West.
And I was a fan of the new best of 3 first-round series. We used to have those one-game winner-take-all rounds. I like that they expanded the total number of games in the postseason.
to Stewart. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot, and will go to the line. That one's on Stevens.
Strong play drawing contact. At 6'4", it's very hard to stop Stewart without fouling her when she gets inside.
Shooting 2.
And she knocks down the first one.
One of the game's best players. Stewart is the type of player you build your franchise around.
So she makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Pass to Sheldon. Here's Diggins.
From outside the arc, gets it to go from downtown.
And their lead gets even more enormous. They played terrific basketball at both ends.
No doubt about it. I certainly can't think of an area where they've underperformed.
And neither can I.
Here's Phoebish.
And again, it's the Liberty missing.
Sheldon with it. On the wing, Natasha Cloud.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Diggins.
Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Here's Phoebish.
She's covered by Cloud.
And here's Phoebish.
Inside.
And stolen by Cardoso. Here's Diggins.
Pass to Cloud. Now Stevens. Stevens the screen.
Here's Sheldon.
And the 3 off target. Now here is Stewart. She's covered by Cloud. Left side, Stewart. Takes the 3. Drains the three-pointer.
It's nice to see elite scorers like Stewart create for others because despite her skill set, she understands it's a team game.
Now here's Sheldon. Here's Diggins. Sheldon right side.
6 to shoot. Pass to Stevens.
Diggins.
There's the triple. Rebound by Brianna Stewart.
Here's Phoebish.
To the left side wing. Johannes. But they get it back. Goes up again. She gets it in there.
Johannes.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
They've got to be happy with the effort, the result, the outcome. Great night.
W is a W. No problem for Chicago as they get the win. And some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
You got to defend your home floor, and they really seem to revel in confidence. This is what they came out to do here.
And that'll wrap it up.